Well, good morning, everybody. I got a couple of bowls here that I reglazed. These were done for my sister, and I reglazed them because I didn't like the way they came out. They were kind of a spin art technique with white over white, and I didn't like the way they came out the first time, so I just put a coat of clear on them and reglazed them, and they're pretty good now. I think I like them, but got a couple of little dents in them. I don't know if you can see that right there. A couple of little dents there, but so I may reglaze them again. This is a little test that I did. I'm trying to get the cappuccino. All my glazes are from Laguna, and so are the clays. And I've ordered some of their cappuccino, and I've been trying to get it to work. And this one's a little bit better. I've been dipping it as quickly as I can because they say that when you put it on too thickly, it runs and craters, which I had happen on my test tiles. And I dipped this one as fast as I possibly could, and you can still see it's got craters and pinholes in it. So obviously I've got to do some more adjusting on that one. I may have to thin it out a bit, but I like the color of it. If I can just get it to look nice. It's a pretty good cone 6 there. There's the 6, there's the 5, there's the 7. Not in focus, but anyway. Little tulip shaped top little mini vase there. This is done in Celadon froth on the outside with a blue, royal blue drip there in between. So the Celadon froth went on a little thin, but I like it anyway. It's also a very groggy clay on this one, so that's why it's you can see some of the sand in it, some of the grog in it. This is a mottled spice with a agate toothbrush spray. I took a toothbrush and just sprayed around the outside edge with the agate, and you can just barely see the spray on there. I don't know if the reflection of the garage door open is in there, but you can just kind of make out little speckles. So this is a candlestick that I made, and it's got shun red on the outside, which has obviously run onto the shelf. You can see that there. So we even took off some of the clay from the bottom, so that really stuck itself well. This is mottled spice with a black dip on the handle. So anyway, that's I may try to knock those or grind off those glaze bits at the bottom. This is a donut that I threw. This is the first thing I threw on my wheel when I got it a year ago. I've had a lot of these things for a while because I just got the kiln and I was having other people bisque them for me. But this is a donut that I threw, and it was going to be a pitcher, but it tipped over and the top cracked off. So I turned it into a vase, and this is the Celadon froth over with a black on the inside and black dip on the edges. It's got a tiny little bit of crawling in here. I don't think you'll be able to see that. I don't think it's going to go into focus, but I may reglaze that, or I may not, depending on how I feel. But I do like the color combination. You can see the nice running in here, the black over the Celadon. So that's that one. Something I made from my mother-in-law. What a good son-in-law I am. Which is to hold tea bags. And it says tea. And this is a blackberry wine with snowflake, with the snowflake white toothbrush spray again on the outside. I'm hoping I can get the lid off. I'm going to whack it with a piece of wood in a bit. And I got one more thing on the top shelf here. Lidded casserole that I made. Also have to whack this one to get the lid off. This has got an elephant on the top, and it's got two kind of snakes for lug handles. I put the lugs on, then I carved them a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. The clear has kind of taken out some of the detail in there. But this is just, I think, B-mix clay with a clear glaze on it. And that's the top shelf. This looks like a little bit more than cone 6 here. Maybe this is 6, 5, and 7, so maybe 6.5 or so. This is a bowl that I had done. This is actually cone 10. I had done this down at Manhattan Beach at their rec center. I took a pottery class down there a while back, and I had done this one, and I didn't like the decoration here. I don't paint very well. I don't draw very well, but the blue came out nicely, but there was no definition in it, so I just put some underglaze over the glaze that was on there. It had a clear on it, a Cone 10 clear. And reglazed it, and I also redid those with green. And I think that's alright. I think I'm going to keep this one as is. I'm thinking I was going to put a coat of clear over it, but I decided to leave it alone, and I think it came out alright. That's got a kind of a matte eggshell on the inside, but this is, like I said, this is originally Cone 10. The only thing I did to it this time is add the underglaze here and that little swirl there, so I think that's pretty nice. This looks good. This is a fruit bowl that I threw, because my fruit bowl that I have now is too small. And it's got a little bit, it's a little lumpy here. I don't know if you can see that when I turn it. You can see the glaze. There's a little, so the clear that I use is very hard to put on evenly, particularly something this big. I tried pouring it, and I did the inside, and I poured the outside, and it went on rather unevenly. And also there's some writing on here, which you may or may not be able to read. It says, "Fruit, it's what's for afters." In other words, for dessert, because that's what my kids, they always want, candy and sweets and ice cream, and I go, no, we're having fruit. So anyway, there's the inside. This is an underglaze, the banding that I did on the wheel to make it even, and then banded the outside with underglaze, and then poured clear, poured inside, poured it out, and then poured over the outside. So, but in spite of the little lumpy bits on the clear where it's thicker, I think I like it. One of the reglazed bowls that I did. This one is also came out better than it was, but now it's got a pimple. And you see that little pimple there. So I'm going to probably keep firing these until I get them right, because they're a matching set of 3. They all stack nicely. And this is another candlestick I did. There you go. This is the royal blue with an ochre, which is kind of a matte on the handle. Like a serving bowl, with the same motif, the elephant and the carved snake lug handles, which are slightly separated. Let's see if I can get an angle on that one. Slightly separated from the body here. I guess I didn't get them on quite well enough, but they are secure.